Tips for starting entrepreneurs, people out there who want to start their brand businesses and a business or whatever it is, want to get themselves out there. Um, I myself am a entrepreneur, and I have had my own experiences and my journey, and I just want to share with y'all just some of the stuff I've learned over the years, and just help y'all and just maybe share some few gems and stuff I've learned. Maybe y'all can use it on your journey and it can help y'all out. So um, first thing I would say, think long term, have a long term mentality, be somebody that's not just thinking for the moment. Think down the line. Think have a vision for what you're trying to do. Think 20, 30, 50 years ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Of what it is you're trying to do with your brand of business, what you're trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, having that short term mentality, um, trying to have the immediate success, um, the immediate gratification is dangerous. And especially it's even harder in this day and age because we have the social media and the smartphones where you get the instant dopamine from, posting certain things and content. And you live in a world now where it's like you want it now, instant success, instant feeling, and that's not really how it works in the world of business. It doesn't work like that. From my experiences, old business is the business that makes the most money. Usually, the businesses that are been in business the longest are the businesses that making the most money, and there's a reason for that. They have the experience and knowledge how things work and how things go, and they have the established, credibility and reputation and things like that. So it's going to take time to establish yourself, um, establish your credibility, your brand, your reputation. I'm relatively in the world of business still a young entrepreneur, so to speak. Um, and I still have a lot of, establishing and, building my reputation and stuff like that in the marketplace. So I know how that goes. And, but this is very important to think long term and, having a vision for what you're trying to do and accomplish. Then be somebody who's solution based. You know, along the way, there's going to be some challenges, some problems are going to, you know, present themselves, and you got to be somebody who's willing to find the solution, find the answer to the problem or whatever that you're going through. Um, because if you don't, then you'll be stuck. You'll be, stumped on the road with um, no answers. You know what I'm saying? You won't be able to progress forward. So you gotta be somebody who's looking for answers and solutions, looking to learn new things, looking to find new ways. If you're somebody who's one-minded, who's like, super conventional, only looking for the way of quote unquote how things work, you're not gonna be somebody who's innovative or bring something that's new to the marketplace like that. You're just gonna be a copier, somebody who just copying the trends, and that you might get some short-term immediate success because you just copying what's working for someone else, but long term it's not going to work out for you. So um, be solution based, and then be able to create / start conversations with people. That's like skill. That's actually a skill, and it's not something that's taught at all. It's like definitely not in school. Usually not, in your household, because it's always been the phrase of not talking to strangers and stuff like that. People you quote unquote don't know. Um, you want to do, be an entrepreneur business. People gotta know about what you do, your brand, your business, whatever. So you're gonna have to be able to create conversations, start conversations with people, talk to people, be able to socialize, stuff like that. And that's, again, it's not necessarily easy thing to do because it's kind of taboo to do that in a lot of ways. But you got to do that if you really want to, market yourself, get yourself out there, let people know what it is you do. You're going to have to, you know, talk to people, create conversations. Um, and I know that's, like I said, it's not, I still, I've gotten in the practice of obviously creating conversations, starting conversations with people, but even for me, it still can be a little challenging and intimidating because obviously thinking like, man, what if this person quote unquote rejects me or doesn't want what I want and things like that? I'm gonna feel bad, all that kind of stuff. You're gonna have to develop the thick skin and develop the thick skin and overcome that and keep going anyway, and just kind of just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta, people reject you or deny what they want. You ain't gotta talk bad about them. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the guy who sees the pretty girl, he's attracted to her. He musts up the courage to go talk to her. She then rejects him. She don't, you know what I'm saying? She rejects him or whatever, and then now he's talking trash about it. It's like you was just trying to, you know what I'm saying, talk to me, be interested. Don't be the salty guy. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving, appreciate their time, keep it going. And then just don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Um, I know for female entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, I know a lot of times y'all just naturally are so used to just on a general setting, guys just approaching you obviously because you're an attractive girl and they want to, talk to you, they're interested and all that. But you're really gonna have to come out your shell because you have to be that person, you know, approaching people, creating conversations, trying to talk to them, see, who they are, see if they may be interested. And you're gonna have to develop that thick skin because not everybody's going to want to be interested in what you have to offer. Not everybody's gonna be interested. So you gotta have the thick skin, and I know that's a bit challenging or can be challenging for a lot of females because a lot of women are, a lot of times they don't like the rejection of, want to, feel, that ego boost, so to speak. But in this entrepreneur stuff, you gotta have that thick skin, and it's not for the, for the weak. So we definitely suggest, man, men and women, you know what I'm saying, just be able to, you know, start those conversations with people and let people know who you are and what you do. And then lastly, be able to communicate your vision and slash idea to people so they can have an understanding of what it is you do, what your brand is about. Um, be able to do that, you got to be somebody who communicates well. If you're not somebody who communicates well, you will not be somebody that taken serious in the business world, entrepreneur world, and people won't understand you at all. Um, Now you're gonna have people who you're gonna communicate your vision to well articulate, but they're gonna intentionally try to misunderstand you. be aware of that, because I've come across these kind of individuals who try to like intentionally misunderstand you, try to get you wrong so that you think you're wrong, but the whole time you're doing the right thing. Be aware of that. But just be aware when you're communicating your vision, articulate. You don't have to read some books, things that help me be able to communicate well. Reading books, writing, stuff like that helps me with communication. So um, that those would be some of my uh, tips for anybody out there that wants to start a business, brand, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's just some of the stuff that I would suggest.